Hello and welcome back to Tech Comics. Today we're going to go over the illustrated story, ProtoComics and the Victorian Age. Now, sequential art may owe its origins to the dawn of man, but its modern format owes most to the comic strip and the comic book. While hieroglyphs were used alongside illustrations in ancient Egypt, it wasn't until the 13th century when other countries began frequently using speech alongside paintings. However, it wasn't until the 18th century that one of the staples of sequential art appeared, the speech balloon. Used as early as 1735 in political satire drawings in England, the speech balloon may have developed further over the centuries since, but it has still kept its basic shape of an oval and tail in most sequential art to this day. While we'll take a look at what was going on in the East another time, the Japanese ukiyo-e art genre of the Tokugawa period ran from 1603 to 1867 and far precedes Western comic strips, though its market did not spread out as rapidly as that of Western sequential art. As such, we'll get into the history of Eastern sequential art after we deal with the more widely influential Victorian, Platinum, and Gold eras of sequential art in the West. Moving along to 1842, the Swiss caricaturist Rodolphe Hofer published The Adventures of Mr. Obadiah Oldbuck, widely regarded as the first illustrated story in English, and he is considered the father of modern Western comic strips, though he used captions rather than word balloons. Among the other illustrated stories of the Victorian era, Charles Dodgson, better known under his pseudonym Lewis Carroll, created Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which had 37 illustrations by the author in the facsimile edition, though the first published copy had 42 wood-engraved illustrations provided by John Tenniel. Dissatisfied with the original print run quality, Dodgson had it mostly destroyed, though some was sold to America. The reprint was then published in 1866. While there were other proto-comics in the mid-1800s, The Little Bears, created by Jimmy Swinerton in 1893, is considered the first American strip to feature recurring characters, a staple of comic strips today, as well as utilizing the speech balloon consistently instead of captions. Advancing on, most agree that the first real comic book was the 1897 The Yellow Kid in McFadden's Flats, a reprint of several strips of Hogan's Alley produced a few months before, featuring the titular character. Created by Richard F. Outclot, the Yellow Kid was a street urchin whose wacky antics, peculiar slang, and gleeful personality, despite his squalid life, drove him to mass popularity, considered by most to be the birth of American comics. This character separated the Victorian era of sequential art from the Platinum Age, which ran from 1897 to 1938. More on the Platinum Age, as well as the origins of the superhero, next time. Stay tuned for more of Tech Comics, and I'll catch you on the flip side.